Hey, I'm the Sandman. Thanks for watching the 103 GBF YouTube channel. And episode number 14 of the coolest guy I know, it's Big John Richardson. Shake my hand, you big guy.
Seriously, the coolest guy you know? Holy cow, I am
Yeah.
living right today. Son of a gun.
See, I got your chair lowered down because you're so tall. I got to be on eye level with you, man. Big John is a comedian. You might have seen him at the Joke Factory or other comedy clubs in the region. Tell me a little bit about how you got started in the world of comedy. Obviously, you were probably a funny kid and funny stuff growing up.
Actually, truthfully, the true story is, at the time I was in, I started in comedy. I was in training to be a deacon at church, and I was part-time working as a bouncer at a comedy club. And if you've never been to an open mic, they say some of the most vile things in the vein of being funny. Sure. And I would sit in the back, me, future deacon, stewing. You don't have to say that. You don't have to be funny. Why would they say that? And then somebody, one of the bookers at the club said, well, I like to see you do it. And I said, okay. So I went and did it, and my goal was to just do 3 minutes clean and to prove people you don't have to say stuff. And then after that, they're like, hey, you're pretty good. You keep on, you can get paid. I was like, oh, that's all I need to hear. I can get paid. Ooh, that was awesome.
That became your career.
That was the genesis of the career. Just doing what I do, traveling. It is awesome making people laugh.
And you know what? I agree with you on one thing. I think it's harder to make people laugh being clean than it is dirty because, you know, you drop F-bombs and stuff like that. It's shock value and it kind of punctuates things and can make it funny. But being clean, a la you or Jerry Seinfeld, people like that, it's a lot harder, don't you think?
Sort of. I mean, it's easy for me because in my offstage life, I don't curse or do anything like that. So it's just natural for me. But it is those people that have to make that transition, it's hard for them. And it's really not that hard. Like any other career, it just takes work. Because I hear them all the time. They say, well, Richard Pryor cursed and George Carlin cursed. You never saw those 1960, early 70s Richard Pryor and George Carlins where they were wearing the sport coats and the skinny ties.
Yep.
They didn't curse because the censors wouldn't let them.
That's right.
You know, people just remember once they got big, but there's a point you're going to have to be clean.
Oh, no question. And if you're going to diversify and play something besides comedy clubs, if you're going to play for all different kinds of audiences, maybe even all age audiences, you can't be dirty.
You can't, because they will tell you right up front. Recently, I was submitted for a church show in Newburgh, Kentucky, and they told me that I wasn't clean enough. I mean, Newburgh, Indiana. They told me I wasn't clean enough because they went back and looked at an old video, because there are one or two Big John jokes, no cussing in them, but not church approved, that I don't tell anymore, but the video's still there.
Sure, and it's implied, I guess, that is the concept that they didn't like, huh?
Yep, so I am the Donald Sterling of Newburgh, Indiana. Gotta go because he said something wrong.
Don't ever say that about yourself, man. Don't ever say that about yourself. Let me ask you this. When you're doing a show, you got a heckler. How do you handle that?
It depends. It depends on what kind of heckler, because if they're like the cheerleader heckler, you just kind of sort of move on. If it's the John Madden heckler that has to analyze the joke and repeat it to everybody, you kind of sort of want to talk to him because comedy is about rhythm, and he's stepping on your rhythm and messing up everybody from hearing the joke. If it's one of those SWAT team hecklers that's just going to jump in and heckle you because there is no I in team, but there's an M and an E because it's all about me, those guys, you just got to shut them down. And then I just shut them down. I just, I don't do it in an angry sort of way. I use peer pressure and get the audience to turn against them, to let them know that the audience paid for a ticket and didn't want to hear him. And then that solves everything.
Very good point. Very good point. You have an event coming up. You're actually producing a comedy show. It's a charity event for Touch. First of all, I want to ask you about Touch and what that organization is all about.
Touch was started in 2000, early 2004, somewhere around that. I'm not sure of the year. but it was started by the late Evansville OBGYN Ed Engel and his wife Kathy. As he was losing his battle to cancer, they were looking around and seeing how many people that weren't as privileged as they were struggling with the non-cancer related costs involved with dealing with cancer. And so they formed Touch to help people. Touch is an acronym for, they want to help people with transportation, out-of-pocket expenses, utilities, childcare, and housing.
Wow.
By finding a way to give them at least $100 for 12 months to help them out. I want to do this fundraiser for them because I never got to meet Dr. Ed, but I have met Dr. Kathy and their children and several members of the Touch Foundation. My wife sits on is an advisory member of the Touch. And it's a wonderful organization, and it's a great people involved. And if you've ever known someone or you personally yourself been affected by cancer, you know what I mean, the medical costs, the medicine, the transportation to the doctor back and forth, and it takes a lot. And Touch wants to help out in a way that it can. What my goal is to get everybody to buy a ticket. That's all I'm asking you to do. Buy a ticket to this event and come and laugh. And that's all you got to do. And if you do that, you've helped Touch and the people that Touch helps tremendously. All you have to do is come and laugh. And I promise you, this is the Big John guarantee. If you come to this show, you will laugh for 90 minutes. I guarantee you.
Wow. That is, that's a bold statement, but Big John guarantee goes a long way. Let's talk about the show. It is coming up when, where, and tell me about the comedians.
Sunday, October 5th at Harrison High School. It will be from a semifinalist from 2012's America's Got Talent, and currently being seen now on MTV's Wild 'N Out with Nick Cannon. Jacob Williams is going to be here.
Sweet.
And then there's going to be Evansville favorite, Bob Digger is coming. And those of you in the tri-state area, you've seen him around town, you've seen him perform, you know what he can do. I told you, that's the guarantee, that's 2. But wait, there's more. Opening the show will be the pride of Dale, Indiana, Clint Hall. He personally is one of my wife's favorite comedians, and it is awesome. If you kind of sort of remember the early Andy Griffith and what it was football, you need to see Clint Hall.
That kind of says it all right there.
It does. I promised you 90 minutes of laughter. Sunday. Come on out. You can get your tickets at Eventbrite to save everybody time and effort. Just go to Eventbrite now, get your tickets, print them off, come on out and laugh. That's all you got to do. Buy a ticket, come laugh. It'll be the best night of comedy this year in Evansville.
We will also put the link where you can buy tickets below the video. And this video, of course, will go at 103gbfrocks.com, our website, and we'll put a link to that site where people can buy tickets as well. But Sunday, October 5th, Harrison High School.
7 o'clock.
Yes, 7 o'clock, a great night of comedy to benefit Touch. Again, whose life has not been touched by cancer directly or indirectly, and you can really help out quite a bit.
All you have to do is buy a ticket, come and laugh. That's all we're asking you to do. You don't have to think of yourself as Mother Teresa or you're obligated to anything. No matter who you are, Democrat, Republican, Christian, atheist, Muslim, black, white, green, if you love to laugh, as they say on The Price is Right, come on down. Come on down. Have a great time. Sunday. Just come on out and have some fun.
Last question. How do I get hair like that? First of all, I guess I got to grow some.
Oh, wait. Scoot up a little bit. Scoot up a little bit farther.
Okay.
A little bit farther. You still in focus?
Yeah, I think so.
All right. Hang on. I'm going to get you some hair just like that. You ready? This is on camera. Sit back, sit back, sit back, sit back, sit back. Here we go.
What more can anybody ask for? Big John Richardson, the coolest guy I know. Make sure you get out to Harrison High School Sunday, October 5th, 7 p.m. for the Touch Comedy Benefit, produced by Big John and his wife Carmen. And thank you for watching the 103 GBF YouTube channel. Subscribe by clicking the little icon right above my head. John, thanks for the hair. Thanks for coming in.
Thank you very, very much.
Appreciate it.
All right.